While Conservatives will axe the tax, fix the homes, build the homes, fix the budget, and stop the crime, this NDP Liberal fix the homes.
Order. Colleagues. I think there's colleagues, I think it's important for all of us to remember. I'm going to ask, I think it's important for all of us to remember the old expression, there, but for the grace of God I go. And we've all sometimes made a mistake. I'm going to ask the honourable member from Kenora to start his question again from the top.
While Conservatives will axe the tax, build the homes, fix the budget, and stop the crime, Mr. Speaker, 1 in 5 families are living in energy poverty, and we know that rate is even higher in rural areas like Northern Ontario, Mr. Speaker. So while they laugh about it, why doesn't this Prime Minister finally axe his April carbon tax hike so that Canadians can afford to heat their homes?
The Honourable Government House Leader.
I think that member of Parliament needs to be unplugged from the wall and plugged back in, Mr. Speaker. But here's what I hope happens when that reboot occurs. I hope he'll get up from his place, walk down to the Leader of the Opposition and say, pass the fall economic statement, help Canadians. Pass childcare, help the moms and dads out there who are waiting for those needed supports. Tell that to his leader. When will that member, instead of trying to get the leader's lines right, stand up for Canadians and get them the supports that they need?
Thank you. The honourable member from Kenora has the floor.
Mr. Speaker, no matter how much they try to distract or deny it, their plan simply isn't working. The carbon tax isn't an environmental plan because emissions are on the rise. More Canadians are paying more in the tax than they're getting back in rebates. 1 in 5 families are living in energy poverty, and 2 million Canadians are going to a food bank every single month. Mr. Speaker, how much more must Canadians struggle before they finally listen to our common sense plan and axe the tax?
So I noticed, and I think a lot of Canadians noticed at home, how the honourable member from Kenora was able to ask his question relatively free of interruption. I'm going to ask the honourable minister to respond, Minister of Environment and Climate Change.
Mr. Speaker, while Conservatives still debate whether or not climate change is real, while some of those members say that climate change is actually created by body heat from humans, others say that carbon dioxide is good for the planet, Mr. Speaker. 200,000 farmers in the last decade, 200,000 farmers in the last decade say they've experienced the impacts of climate change, making food costs going up. There's no link between carbon pricing and food price, but there is a link between climate change impacts and food prices. What's the Conservative response? More climate change, Mr. Speaker.
Order, colleagues.